Hello, welcome. This is KH2Rando, League Race, Losers Quarters versus DoubleADewi and VGmaster. Um, it's gonna be pretty exciting. I am Jared Weekstrike, and my other commentator is.
I am Vulcan. There are two of me. I am Mark II.
Yeah. Who is this on comms? Well, I answered that. So yeah, there's the bracket.
Here's our bracket. Earlier this morning, if you were around, Megaslim did beat out Ragnoth in the winners finals. Megaslim does move on to the grand finals. Ragnoth getting knocked down to losers finals, but he has a chance to get back up there and get his revenge later. But in the meantime, he's going to have to wait for these races. This one, DoubleADewi versus VGmaster.
Yeah. These are both very good runners. Double has made multiple top 8 appearances. I don't think he's missed top 8 in a league ever.
It might have been last one, but it's harder to remember. But yeah, he's consistently up there. Same goes with VG.
Oh yeah.
If VG gets knocked out, it's usually by something crazy. But VG's almost always up here. VG also the winner, I believe it was the fall 2021 league.
No, Salad, right? No,
that was the 2021 league. Oh my god, you're right.
Okay,
Salad
well,
was
we're starting.
Yeah.
But yeah, DoubleADewi made it to grand finals against Salad, then Wallace. That was the big first league. Then VG won one. Sonic also won a previous league. But hey, this is a new league, new chances.
New champ, perhaps? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just a reminder, if they lose this, they're out. This is losers. They don't have a safety net. This is just... It's it.
Their safety net was not losing previously, and that's gone.
True, yeah. So yeah, in these settings, we start with 5 random movement. They start with 3 quick run and 2 dodge roll, which is not what you necessarily want to see. You want to see glide, aerial dodge. That's like the main thing you want to see. But glide 3 is still, or not glide 3. Quick run 3 is amazing.
Yeah, it's a little annoying to use. Like, it's obviously a lot easier and it feels nicer to glide around. But quick run 3 is not to be underestimated.
Yeah, quick run 3 is faster than glide 2, so like you could just do some conversion with that. They are going to Pride Lands here first because Pride Lands can. It's RNG manip to always get this fight consistent, or at least the opening of this fight consistently.
Yeah.
Then. Oh, yeah, Pokekin.
I was gonna say the strat where you dash up into the left, mash in the triangle to get the reaction command. That's determined by hits, so if you don't hit anything before you come in here, you can still consistently get it, but it's guaranteed you're gonna get it if you do it first. Especially if you are looking for movements such as more glides or aerial dodges, you definitely want to come here first.
The double skip and chat? No.
No.
Yeah, no. His routing is a little bit weird in that room, so it kind of threw me for a loop.
Can we talk about the magics they already have?
Yeah, it's
2 minutes.
Kind of insane. Reflect, Thunder, Blizzard. We know where Pan is. Like, this is pretty nice. Pan being a 5 is very nice to know where it is. Like, 5s are pretty much what you want to see. You can math out other stuff, but knowing where a 5 is can prioritize pushing guaranteed 5s more, makes it more likely to have the proofs.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like 5s camouflage the most into random numbers. Where versus like 3s, normally that is the case, but we do have first visit reports on with these settings. So kind of once you get done with a lot of stuff, you're gonna get all these reports pretty quickly. So like if you finish Hollow Bastion 1, you know there are no further reports in Hollow Bastion. It's probably the hardest thing to decipher in there would be 5s.
So yeah, both runners not dying to living bones. As you've seen, dying there ruins the run pretty much. Like it's not necessarily ruins the run time-wise, but mentality-wise, it can destroy a run.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the first fight of the run. Like, it just sets a bad mood where you're just always constantly feeling like you're behind.
Yeah, Jared, I've seen people DNF because they've died to it twice before.
I've done it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Granted, it wasn't in a league race, or it wasn't a practice race,
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 reports.
Trinity limit early, too.
Yeah, this Pride Lands was stacked.
But we know Port Royal has once more. Disney Castle has the Scimitar. And what world got revealed? It's OC with 40 points.
Jeez, that makes sense though, because OC is one of the bigger density worlds. But that's still a lot of points for density, for sure.
Yeah, even with cups off, it's still, I think, the third biggest world.
Okay, so we got membership card, Proud Fang, and Battlefields of War in the shop. So they can go to Hollow Bastion 2, Pride Lands 2, Synth,
Torn Pages, many Torn Pages. The Frost
Shard,
Frost Gem, Power Crystal, Dark Crystal. Okay. Well, the Frost Shards are easy. You can just fight Hook Bats in BC1, and you'll get those. So you can get the Spooky Cave, Starry Hill, whatever you want to do, like right now if you wanted to. Those Frost Gems, you're going to see those only in Agrabah. Oh, there's Master Form and another report. My goodness, that report says Agrabah has the Baseball Charm.
It's very interesting to see VG go to Disney Castle here, and Double's doing Halloween Town. So, if you've watched a previous League race, or just pretty much anyone play like a general, like somewhat serious race, you'll definitely see this shotgun. The shotgun's just going to basically the free checks without having to do any fights, or like free enough. Like Pride Lands had a fight, but it was RNG manipped, and Halloween Town has fights, but you can use Dance Call. But VG doing this is very interesting because for Disney Castle, you generally want aerial dodge to do it fast.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting because VG also prioritizes GOA movement as well. He wants to like go through the worlds in the circle to minimize GOA movement.
Can we talk about what Double's gotten in Halloween Town? Reflect and Lighten Darkness. So that Master Form he got in LOD, he can force Final right now if you wanted to on this hill. He might feel it's more optimal to maybe do it in Agrabah. On the walls, I think, is probably the best place. Because I imagine they're going to shotgun that.
Guard break? Dude, this seat is so nice.
This seat is kind of nutty, yeah. This is a big anxiety seed, but at the same time, there's no proofs yet, so maybe it's not a big anxiety seed. But it kind of is. It's like this is the seeds where you get all the stuff up front usually are the worst because there's no endorphins in the back, and that's when you start to get a little tired of it.
Yeah, especially like it depends on how deep the proofs are. Glide 1 on level 10, so it's still slower than quick running, but it's progressive, so you need multiple glides to outrun quick run, so. But yeah, Double doing this fight.
Did Double go AFK? He wasn't doing any reaction commands there.
So yeah, VG pushing Timeless. This makes sense for the progression point on Mini Escort. And it's just, Timeless seems to be one of the biggest decisions you can make in the early game. Because some people just orphan it for like 2 hours, some people do it in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and in a seed where they probably don't have as much movement, I definitely get the mouse push. Because it's not determined by your current movement. Double electing to get a couple more levels here.
Yeah, this makes sense, for sure. He did a interesting strategy where he spawned another one, so he killed 3 Jack-in-the-Boxes instead of just the 2.
Double also now has that hint for the 700 acre, knowing it's dead. Unfortunately, those Torn Pages, that would be fun to synth and farm and do, they don't really matter. Unless you need like a Fire, Thunder, Blizzard for Agrabah 2, very unlikely though.
Alright, nothing in the shop. Outside, like no limits in the shop.
Yeah. Alright, what was this magnet again? I think it was also Dark Crystals and Power Crystals? Power Crystals, Dark Crystals. Dark Crystals are your Air Pirates. Those are the only things that can drop them. You can see those in PR1 or in LOD2. Your Power Crystals are the big balls, big spiky balls. What are they called?
Morning stars.
Morning stars. Thank you. You're gonna see those mostly in Hall of Bastion 2. You'll also see them in OC2, Beast Castle 2. And the frost gems are going to be only in Agrabah, so they're probably not going to be going out of their way to get that magnet. That's a lot of stuff. If they find that synth along the way, that's great.
Ooh, lucky.
VG into SP. He's putting his stuff in the tracker.
So yeah, this does not mean that he's synthed it yet. He just
is what he does to mark it down, and he usually notices when he I don't think he noticed the torn pages in there though, or he hasn't gotten the chance to put them in.
Yeah. Well, he knows it's a 7, so I guess there isn't a need. But you could still get something important from the Piglet's house.
I think
movement.
Yeah, it'd be also nicer to, have the visual of, okay, I look at the bottom of my tracker, how many 5s do I have left? You take out those 2 torn pages. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, the cube rotates around 2.5, I think. So you could generally know where it is. Or it's like 2.3. I don't know, it's a weird but yeah, it's pretty consistent. If you have a drive form like Double has here, it's a lot easier to not fail it. But it's been done before. It's nothing embarrassing. Sometimes the game just says, nope, you're gonna fail here.
Yeah, it's your time. Your time to shine.
Yep. Time to leave your mark.
Time to be the center of attention, whether you want to or not. Alright, here we go. Here's Double using that light and dark.
Yep. So generally... Oh.
I was just gonna say, if you don't know what light and darkness does, it turns you to either anti-form, or how you get final form normally is you go into anti-form until it just randomly triggers final. In Rando, you do not need to beat Roxas for that trigger to happen.
Yeah, generally it's 5 anti-forms. You could get it lucky with -5, or you could get really unlucky and do it more than 5. But generally it's 5.
Yeah, it's probably, I'd say, the average on you'd get it. 4 or 5.
So yeah, we're not seeing a lot of differences here. Double doing 100 acres, so that's a difference. But the big decision that's coming up soon is if Double does Timeless.
Yeah. What was in Timeless for VG? Not a whole lot of much. Well, there was a report and like a Scimitar. Scimitar could be important. Yeah. Progression points, but like nothing outstanding. But Double taking advantage of these chests here. Might as well get them. They're free. Slide dash is pretty good. Looks like he's cashing in for the progression points.
Oh, right, yeah.
His movement to get out, like his movement's good. It's just probably he's probably just annoyed quick running everywhere.
This also gives him time to think if he's going to do TR or not.
Yeah,
it's a pretty heavy decision since it takes like roughly 3 minutes, 3 to 4.
You did see Piglet's house paid off with the slide dash. Maybe there's like an explosion in Rabbit's house. If he ever just gets another frost shard and he just wants to turn it in for more progression points, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It is a time sink, it is a gamble, but it is still something you can do.
Which I'm not surprised Double's taking the gamble.
VG got a progression point for that. Sora's Heart is 18, if my eyes are working.
Yep, 18.
Reports can only be in first visits, which applies to the 13 portals in the GOA. With that in mind, we know 3s cannot be on levels. They cannot be on forms, they can't be on poo. So we know that's probably 2 9s, maybe. Or I'm trying to think of what else could be. It can't be like 2 5s and a 7.
Yeah, I'm trying to minus it by 5s and it's just coming up with reports, which is impossible.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's just 2 9s if my brain's working. I'm clocked out, folks. Don't judge me if that's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just 2 9s.
Has to be 2 9s? Alright,
Yep.
good. Alright, that could be, if you don't know the point values for these, could be forms, which are always welcome unless it's final, since they both have light and dark. Or visit unlocks, which can be very important.
Okay, double choosing to do TR, so they're pretty much staying even. VG has gained the time up on double just from double doing the minigame. That's pretty much the only difference here. VG opting to shotgun little number was. It would be really interesting if he does Roxas here. You could quick run him. Trinity makes it a little bit faster, but it's still like 2 minutes to quick run him, which you could kill him in like 30 seconds if you have the stats and tools.
I think it was Nintendo argued with me once that Trinity is not faster. It's a little bit slower, he thinks.
Yeah.
If it is faster, it's very not too much, I don't think, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless you're doing like reflect strats, I'm thinking.
If you're like, yeah, or that, or if you're like over the damage floor, which is plus 32 strength, and you still don't have the tools you want for Roxas, but you're like your strength is good, it might be better.
Mm-hmm.
First Agrabah push by VG, 14 minutes in, or 15 minutes in. What do we got? This is new, folks.
Yep. Agrabah is the chunkiest world on density in the shotgun. Because you have Agrabah here, you get Agrabah Bazaar, you get the Palace Walls, limit form, and a glide.
Oh my goodness.
So, limit form is very nice in these settings just because of the extra lucky luckies that are innately with limit form. They could get some magnets, potentially.
Yeah, until they get access to a second visit, it's not going to matter too much. Membership card is in the shop, so they can honestly do that pretty easily. Dark crystals, if they're going to push Port Royal or do LOD2, I don't see them getting those. So I honestly don't know how much lucky luckies would value in the seed like this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely something that could be big in a different seed.
It's like 1 second time loss if you Trinity. That makes sense. Yeah, I trust Matt. He's pretty good at the game.
I also trust Matt.
Yeah. So VG opting to force final here. This is the fastest place to force final because the enemies spawn right away. Because to get anti-form, you need to be in combat. If it's a yellow command menu, it's like 1 anti-point, but Light Darkness makes it just guaranteed. And if it's a red command menu, I'm pretty sure it makes it 5. Or
red? What makes it? Why would it be red versus?
Because isn't that when you're fighting the org members?
I don't know if that ever turns red. I just know orgs is plus 5. The AX1 is plus 10. Nobody's, I think, is plus 2, and then just normal is plus 1, I think.
Yeah.
But the red is, I think you're thinking of the KH1 command menu option you have. You can choose, like, in this game, you have the default command menu, which is like a KH1 and the options, and then there's this one. Roxas has yellow mouse, Sora gets red. I'm looking at Sora turn yellow right here. What do you mean?
I know, the command menu definitely goes to red. But yeah, anyway, we're doing Agrabah. This room is dangerous. VG has reflex, as you see there, so it's a little bit safer, but generally you want an aerial dodge just to get through that room safely. Double also going into Agrabah, so not much deviation. They're not, Double's not that much behind. It's just he did the mini game in 100 Acre for the progression points again, so
yeah, he's investing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second chance will be nice for them to have. Not a bad Agrabah. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty
Second
good
chance.
Hole.
Another glide. Still no aerial dodges, which is a bit weird. A bit scary. So yeah, VG selling everything so he could buy a membership card. You need to make sacrifices to join the membership.
You see, you gotta you gotta liquidate your assets.
Yeah. VG opting to do Hall Bastion makes sense. He has second visit. He's in the nobodies here to level up Final Form, get that check. Final Form has innately high jump max, so you get to go up this wall really fast. Like so.
I can't stop thinking about this red command menu. I gotta pay attention and see if I see it here. Regardless, it's not whether the color that matters, it's the actual fight itself.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was regurgitating something else in the speedrunning Discord because they were talking about it like a couple years ago almost now.
This is an old man on the porch flashback for Jared. It goes red and a boo. Oh, this is a great place to force finals when I'm being told.
Yeah.
Honestly, how awful would it be going into anti-form in this room?
It would be horrible. You can't RC.
Interesting.
But yeah, you have more chance to get anti-form in the organization fights.
Yes, that's the answer.
That's just the takeaway.
Alright, through the Bailey for VG. He's now got Thundara at this point. I believe I saw him get a Shock Charm Plus earlier in the seed, so the Thunder's going to be pretty big. Looking at their stats so far, looking pretty balanced, nothing too crazy though.
Double opting to do Beast Castle here makes sense. He has Trinity, which, as you see, destroys his first fight. Then you can also do a 1 cycle on Thresholder. So normally, he goes into the wall again, but if you 1 cycle him, you just need to release him once. And so it saves a lot of time.
Cure, okay. Well, that's 1 to 7 on the board, and Cure does have its uses. Oh, there's another glide. Okay, our glide and our quick runs are balanced, but aerial dodge is needed to accelerate that far better.
Swag 1 cycle? Yeah, he should do the strike ray that I found out. Yeah, that's all me. But yeah. So there are other ways to 1 cycle Thresholder, but Trinity is the most consistent and easy, I would say. Like, if you know how to do it, it's proof. Alright. This probably won't make that much of a difference in the, like, scene of doubles ahead and proofs right now, because I imagine VG does Beast Castle after this. I mean, he couldn't. It's up to him. Like, he doesn't know what proof's there. But Beast Castle's pretty generally, like, rushed world. Like, and VG probably knows double does this early, so he could metagame off that and either abandon it or do it, and it's just making it all complicated.
Sort of the ancestor in HB.
Yeah, so that's LOD2.
I did notice some dark and power crystals sprinkled throughout Beast Castle as well. It's a couple puzzles for that Magnet on Synth. Puzzle pieces, sorry.
I almost said VG has a membership card so he could go in here. He has the unknown disc that we start with to get Heartless Manufacturing chest. So yeah, as you see here, doubles using the major drive to hit the wall. So the Trinity immediately goes to the big hit and 1 cycle.
Okay, good work, double.
Yep. You need 18 magic to do that the way that double did it. I think it's 18. That's the last time I checked. But if you do hits, like if you Ultima or you major drive into the enemies, you can do it with less. It's just from the full HP bar to nothing, it's 18. VG opting to do this fight, get more final levels, makes sense. This is, I would consider safety for the TT push, just to get final 5 off the Station Heights fight. 14 with major drive? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I trust Raze on that. He's a Beast Castle connoisseur.
The World Never Was has been revealed. We got a money pouch in there. I didn't see the hint for that earlier. But there's 10 points after that. It's technically the World Never Was is a first visit, so that could be a report and a 7. Or it could be 2 5s.
Yeah, it's pretty scary for sure. It depends on how the runners rush it. Like, do you go up to the, like, you guarantee a 3? Or at least, like, try to get a 3 and then dip? The Rule Never Was is rough, especially since they do have tools to loop Roxas right now, but it's pretty scary for sure.
Explosion and Beast Castle and a skill in Crossbones.
Alright, VG opting to level up Master Form here makes sense. The drive orbs. Keep your drive orbs.
Ooh. Was he missing a Keyblade there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So yeah, VG doing a strike here to Death Abuse. So when you die, it resets enemy spawns. So normally you need to transition between 3 unique rooms to respawn things, but if you die, just everything respawns. Or if you leave the world. So, Death Abusing there to refill these orbs.
Floating key doesn't spawn in? Okay. With Master Form or VGmaster when you say Master?
Yeah, we need clarification.
Yeah, is this a VG specific bug?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness! Glide on Master 4. We know where 5. Sorry, we know where all glides are now.
Still no aerial dodges. Teamwork on a Goofy Shield, my beloved. Knock Smash Hydra. Doesn't do anything. It looks cool though. Where'd you put the aerial dodges? Somewhere. They're in the seed, maybe.
Oh, maybe a little deep in poo.
Oh yeah. Steeped in poo.
Double. I know Double likes to push BC2 a lot. He doesn't have access to it, but this is still a good push for progression points. He got final. Yeah, he's doing the final strats. He's gonna glide into this guy and cast the Thunder. Booyah.
Oh yeah,
or just hit him,
the Thunder.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that. I always waited for Thunder. That was smart.
But yeah, that's not just mashing. That is a calculated pushing of that glide to trigger the attacks when that come with glide.
Yeah.
Into Beast, a wonderfully timed reflect into this limit.
Yeah, he had to wait for Beast to get into his party again, because when you revert, it takes a little bit to get them to spawn, so he could have easily done Trinity there, and that would have been rough. It would have worked out still, since he has a pretty good shrink stat for a first visit, like usually like your second world in the game, vanilla. But yeah, still excellently done.
Yeah. VG got a Frost Gem. That's one of the keys to Magnet in Synth. I'm keeping an eye on these things. But yeah, if they had, let's say you got like a bazillion Frost Shards, like Double just got one right there. Then you go dump them all into the Synth shop. You don't need those Storm Pages. That gets into Moogle level 2, and then you can just sit the Magnet for half the cost. If you have an energy shard.
So yeah, Double opting to use Ragnarok here. This is the fastest place to level up Form, because the Ragnarok just goes immediately into the wall.
The classic, the visit lock within the visit itself, picture in Twilight Town.
So yeah, it was a really smart play for VG to do Hollow Bastion before TT here, because he gets to level up Final Form, so he gets Glide 2 and High Jump Max. Which is just faster than his current movement without an aerial dodge. So
Double,
he gets to loot this world faster.
Double and OC. I've never really thought to go into final to fight Hades. That's pretty quick. Okay, aerial dodge.
Aerial dodge.
All right, VG's winning. He's the winner. He's got an aerial dodge. These are the new proofs. I've changed the rules. Oh, into Trinity, which scares me.
Yeah, there can be some crashes here, depending on where you end the fight in Trinity. They're not as common as, like, couple years ago, but still a bit rough, and we got through it. Okay.
Okay. He didn't do that many hits. I think the issue is when I do final, I do too many hits, and then do Trinity is what messes me. Beast Claw, the Dust had it. They stole his hand.
No.
Or Mickey had it when he gave him the money pouch. I don't know.
Not a wet had it.
Here, have this monkey's paw.
So yeah, and an item boost, which is really nice. Save money on those ethers. Yeah. Double opting to do OC here is an interesting play for sure. Because VG's more so rushing density, while Double's rushing the points. Which, you see at 40 in OC, you're most likely know you're going to do it at some point. Like, just to rush the points.
Yeah, speaking of points, VG got V's Castle Reveal, 21 points, 7 on Cure, 5 on Proof of Connection, 9 on Skill and Crossbones. V's Castle is dead with that info.
So, I don't remember. Skill and Crossbones before Shadowstalker?
It was after Explosion, which was before Beast, even.
Okay. So yeah, he didn't need to do that.
Yep, Double knows that now.
But he got the progression points, so it's not all in vain.
And he did it pretty quickly too. It was I don't think you could have executed it any better, to be honest.
So yeah, if you watched our previous league, this might be a little bit different. So Zach the Robot has made a quality of life to make urns faster. I can't really describe it better than just showing it, so we'll see Double doing it here. But yeah, this is a very nice quality of life. Interesting. Using... Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, a lot of orbs.
Yeah, I used to use this here as well when it wasn't fast orbs, because it's just like, this is going to take forever anyway. Let's just level this while we're here. This is a, you can get more anti-points according to Jared here. This menu is red in urns.
Okay. You need your party members alive to get anti-points.
True, they do need to be there.
Also, you don't get more anti-points. You have a higher chance to get final form.
True.
And organization member, I don't know. It's all red. Just get a mod to make it all red always.
Torn pages. That's one less 5 on the board.
Shout out to Double finally learning that we could get those chests.
Yeah. Creations has torn pages with that hint. But yeah, very early. This guy Double in the top of the league consistently. There's a blizzard. Did not know you could get those chests. You thought you needed movement to get those 2 chests in that room on the very top of the hill back in the early days of Rando. So, shouts to here's a little demonstration of how far you can go.
Oh yeah,
in Rando.
All right.
That's a 2-0 over VG with the proofs.
It's okay. VG has a torn page.
Oh, he does also have one. Yeah. Another report in OC. 100 Acre has the fire. So we know the book is on fire, and they have a fire, so they don't really need a reason to go back. I say they, but Double doesn't have the one on Hollow Bastion.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, like, when Double got the Proof of Connection, I said that it probably wouldn't matter that much, because VG would probably be getting it sooner. Right now, if Double rushes the World Never Was and the proof is there, he is so far in the lead. Like, he's probably like 10 minutes ahead in proof wise.
Fire on OC Demix. So yeah, he doesn't even need the fire in Hollow Bastion. Cure, we know it's just a report here, and OC is dead, and there's the hint. Twilight Town has torn pages. How about that?
HB is a 30. Interesting.
So based off what we know from VG, we have a Thunder and a Fire that's 14. Add a 9 in, and that's the Sword of the Ancestor. You have 23 points out of 30. 7 points left. We know Hollow Bastion is dead.
Cool. Throw Kurt Angle in the mix.
What? Kurt Angle? What? Okay.
So yeah, we know HB is dead. They don't know that yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Double doing Hull Bastion here.
Okay. Double's other investment gave him an item slot, which I guess is nice.
Oh yeah, more ethers.
Yeah. VG's
All
first proof. VG gonna make up some time with Double going to Hall of Bastion. How much time that is made up depends on how far he pushes.
Yeah.
But he's definitely gonna want a level final if he knows he needs to rush the world that never was soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which, if you know you're leveling up final, it would be also a good play to do Twilight Town, just to do the station fight. But here you have, like, in fight nobodies that lose you no time, because you're gonna have to kill them. Where in the station, you could end that fight with just Trinity, and it could be like 10 seconds.
So VG only shotgun BC, and now he's into OC. So he's zooming in on those proofs.
Yeah.
Usually, once you start doing Haze Escape, you don't turn around and leave OC. I rarely see that unless you get like a visit unlock there, and you know there's a guaranteed 5 somewhere else. It's the only time I've really seen that much. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be leaving.
Yeah.
He is going to miss out, on Explosion, which is past Thresholder. If Skill and Crossbones is necessary, he's missing out on that too. But for now, with the knowledge we have of 2 proofs, this can be a very good chance of being a time save.
Yeah. There is some value in doing Thresholder, like him just pushing the wardrobe and doing Thresholder just for the progression point, as well as like he knew he could do it fast with Trinity. But this is also a smart gamble. Like, there's nothing wrong with either of those plays.
Double push in Twilight Town.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
He bought a membership card. Not digging back in yet, though. That's fine. I understand that. He might be looking for maybe an aerial dodge to make it a little faster, perhaps.
Yeah, or Final 5.
Yeah, Final 5. He might just be wanting Final 5 only for now, but thought he might as well get the free shotgun out of the way.
You also get another drive gauge and Final by doing that first fight, so it makes it not as rough to get Final 5 in the first fight here in Station Heights.
Yeah.
So it was a really good play to do Hollow Bastion, for sure. But it's still, like, it depends on when he does Hollow Bastion, too. Or if he even does it. Because he could easily just do Twilight Town into The World Never Was, and that could be it. Where he saved so much time on VG going into core, leveling up Mazmorm, death abusing, like, that was a pretty big time investment. Where it was a safe bet, for sure, because Hollow Bastion's the biggest world, with a solid, like, 50 checks around there.
Okay, it's time to be true jerks and guess where the proof is. This last proof. My guess is we got 18. Oh no, it's not gonna be on levels. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
I was gonna say level 50, but yeah, with reports. Never mind. Ignore me. You pick some then. So I'm thinking again now.
I'm going with World Never Was.
World Never Was. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me meet you at Data Zemnis maybe. Data Zemnis sounds fun.
All right, I'm gonna guess Roxas.
Oh Jesus. Oh Roxas. I was thinking of Data Roxas. Okay.
No.
Yeah. No. Okay. The Roxas is kind of funny. Yeah, I like that.
Roxas or Zigbar is my guess.
What's the worst option? Well, we know it can't be on levels. We know that's 2 9s. Double. You've done a lot of hits. Oh no. Yeah, that's why I don't do that. It's after leveling final. That's unfortunate. Time loss for Double. He did crash. If the finisher does too many hits, or before the finisher, whatever it is, his game isn't closing. I think it's just the way his game is captured. It's just the last frame. Unless he's saying it's not closing.
Hopefully he knows how to use Task Manager.
Yeah, that is the dangerous part with using Final into Trinity, is you're more likely to get the part of Trinity that can crash your game.
Yeah. Gotta do the break after the major drive. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's just bleeding time from this. This was so unfortunate.
Yeah. VG does have his second proof now, and OC's gonna be dead in a minute or two.
So yeah, Double just bleeding the lead that he had with the proofs, because now they're pretty much even. Non-content wise, but
Proof
wise, yeah.
Progression and proof world wise.
Mm-hmm.
And he unfortunately lost his final levels as well. I have a new curse thing I was gonna say. How about in TT3 but ice cream's on level 50?
I'm down with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll also put Bone Fist on levels. Just because it's
Fist.
funny. Channeling Key.
They have XP boost, so it's not scary. Are you gonna stop them level for 20 minutes?
Yeah, they could already just be done. Like, this seed could potentially be sub-hour. It would be very hard to do, but...
Yeah. I don't like Geek trying to undermine my curse. I don't like that at all. That's kind of unwanted. How dare you?
Yeah. BG getting the ice cream.
Yeah, he's getting levels.
You know?
Double making a pass this time. He did use Trinity, I think, because he was able to check what was on final in case it was needed. I don't think he... Maybe final wasn't... The levels itself weren't a bigger deal. Unless he finished the fight in final. I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't gonna lie.
I was thinking about the curses.
So, BG doing an interesting strat here. To use Final Form Fire on the Strafers here. Because it just melts them, as you see. The only problem with this is that it drains Final Form.
Okay, he did finish in final. Alright.
Raisin coming in clutch. You already hit that monitor? Alright. Oh, that was scary.
Alright, Double. He's rushing in. Let's see if Jared's prediction is correct.
Let's go, Roxas.
The one thing about final leveling here is the item toss is kind of spooky. You're pissing off everything by tossing an item.
Yeah, Final Form is pretty unique in the sense that you do damage when you throw an item. Alright.
Double. Do a normal fight. Do we get some loops?
He does not have a finishing plus, so this is pretty scary. He can loop him with a limit form, as you see.
The battle level for the world that never was, or I should say the strength floor, the magic floor, is 32, doubles at 22. So he's basically doing the same damage you do at level 1 until he reaches 32 strength.
Another aerial dodge.
Double does have 9 drive, which is kind of big. You can use limit form twice, so even if you don't have that damage output, you still have the durability of limit form, being able to use it twice as far as it's leveled, using the ethers, using all your item slots. Well-timed inputs with Ragnarok. He gets a magnet and a rumbling rose for his troubles.
Wow. Alright, so Roxas did kill the one that never was. So it was important. So I was close. But yeah, no, the one never was rushing. You could potentially do it earlier, just knowing that you need to do it, because there's only one way to beat the game with no Promise Charm in the pool, and it's to climb the tower. So you could do the fights to get the progression points early, so you could potentially know where the proof is, or math it out. Or you could just wait and do the never was last after you had the proof.
He knows he got a Frost Gem on Roxas and another Power Crystal. He's been paying attention, folks.
And Monochrome? Alright, what's it got? I'm blind.
I wasn't looking either, to be honest. But that's pretty cool. That he had that all mapped out in his head. Roxas not only had a magnet himself, but a puzzle piece to one of the magnets in Synth.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, especially if he does LOD, which is one of the bigger worlds that Magnet has an impact on.
Air Combo Plus?
Okay. That's pretty useful. Unlike
that's
Zigbar.
Helpful for Zigbar, yeah. Auto Summon? That's not useful on Zigbar. In fact, that's probably the least useful place because you can't even summon there.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because Auto Summon's pretty useless everywhere.
Hey, you could soft lock your game, or you could have used to.
I can just quit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You could just auto summon Genie without a form.
Alright. VG just decimated Roxas. This is the difference between your stats being about 10 points above the damage floor and 10 points below. So, honestly, the 10 points below didn't matter, but...
Yeah. Limit Form also has just insane multipliers. Like, Xantotsuken's like ×5 for a finisher. It's absolutely insane.
It's nutty, but it's dangerous depending on what boss you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing boss rando and it's data old, like Timeless River Pete, like the boat Pete, older, well, he's young Pete technically. I hate this. I hate time travel.
Hates the lore.
But the Pete where he's running around like an idiot, the wind up for Ragnarok is actually really dangerous there.
Yeah.
Pass Pete, thank you. Paradox Pete.
Yeah, Timeless River has some interesting implications on the lore.
My brain's already checked out. But yeah, Space Paranoia was revealed. I think after Roxas, I wasn't paying attention. But that's a 0.
And VG opting to do Zigbar. So, it isn't a bad play to not do this. Especially for Double, not having the stats for it. VG doing this is very smart, because you know you're gonna have to do it. Like, it's mandatory. So doing it now, getting the progression points to potentially guide you to the proof, rather than blindly searching for the proof, then doing this, it just makes more sense. Yeah,
your stats are where you want. You have Reflera for a lot of stuff on the way up. You got a Slide Dash. They both have that from Bigwood's house. VG doesn't have Explosion, but he does have Guard Break. So he's got a bunch of tools he definitely has and can use. Trinity Limit was very early.
Yeah. The biggest tool, if I were in VG's shoes right now, would be to wait for Finishing Plus.
Yes.
That's just more of like a safety thing for me personally, and it does bleed you time, for sure. Like, if Double comes back with like the same stats but has a Finishing Plus, he'll just do the fights faster on paper. I mean, we're all human, like, playing a video game. But you just have access to more faster strategies.
Yes, that's the access is the word. Your options are more. The world opens up to you. The third eye opens and you can see everything.
Yeah, it's also like right here. So there's a Zigbar loop. Oh, guess he didn't need it. That was actually really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a Zigbar loop where you basically get him in his last phase in a room and then you hit him twice. You hit him. The easiest way is to do it with 2 finishers. Which with Finishing Plus you can only do 1. So you could do like jank strats where you hit him out with a finisher, then use like Trinity Limit or a Form Explosion to stagger him again.
Yeah. I've seen someone use like... Yeah, I've seen some well-timed Form Explosions before.
Yeah.
It's insane. Identity Disc for VG on levels.
It's kind of useless.
Yeah. You don't need any synth that's back there, and there's really no synth that's going to be back there, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah. Stopping to get those dense crystals. Money, there it is.
Yep.
Riku had it. I'm sorry, Ansem had it. Well, actually, we know it's Riku. Never mind. Sorry, Riku had it.
You
It's
spoilers.
the scene where you know it's Riku. Never mind.
The guy in the cloak. So Double opting to push this, even though it's a 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vulcan. Is there progression points on that Dancer's fight?
I wasn't paying attention.
All right.
I think there was, unless that 1 point is from corridors.
Yeah, 1 point. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. You get these 2 checks that VG might have not gotten.
Yeah.
They were useless, but
He got 2 levels from it. That's pretty good too.
okay. Well, we did get the levels from the chess, but yeah, the 1 point is the biggest one. Then you get the levels. Get to go some Morning Stars. Like,
Geek, you're not commentating. I
Yeah.
don't think Geek's even here. I'm pretty sure, Jared, right?
yeah, Geek is just a figment of all of our imagination. If we all collectively agree that Geek does not exist, he'll not exist.
You could say that for anyone, to be honest.
True.
Let's not gang up on Geek like that.
No, this is a unique thing.
With Double, now he's got Magnera. He can make quick work of the climb up the tower. Make sure he didn't miss anything. This is a progression point, so this will help him.
Alright, BG doing this fight very well. He doesn't have Combo Master or Finishing Plus, so this fight, you don't have the tools that you want to make it really fast. But using the wall to make him jump enough close enough so you could use the reflect off the cards is really smart and very tough. Like, Luxord is one of those fights that if you don't have like total control over the fight, it can waste you so much time.
Great DM
and that
skill.
was, yeah, just excellently done by VG.
Drive forms has been revealed, by the way. We know, first of all, reports cannot be on forms because it is not a first visit world. That is a 7 and a 5 on forms.
Yep. They already have 3 out of 5 forms. We know that the 3 forms are dead so far, because collectively between both their trackers, they've gotten 5 on both. VG opting to do Psyx here makes sense. Why would you like stop pushing? You also get the report from here, which can also help you to math out the proofs. That was a bit unfortunate with that Ragnarok because like a few of the lasers hit the Claymore. But this is really smart to basically just to loop him with guard. And then, yep, excellently done. So yeah, VG climbing this, double finished TT2. Nothing new from that. We don't really know more from double doing that, but double pushing OD here makes sense. He has the 2 magnets, which if you want like tools to make things faster. So like for the world never was, you want to reflect and finishing plus, for example. But for LOD, you want magnets. Magneras makes this world so much faster compared to if you don't. So him having Magnera pushing them in this direction makes total sense.
Yeah. Alright, I'm done ordering. Thank you for covering. Food is on the way. All Geek's fault. I like this. I like LOD.
Yeah,
I used to not like LOD. I like LOD now, though.
I hate
Ice
LOD.
cream!
Oh, that could be potentially huge.
So what is that 9 on levels? Could be a form. We do know there's a 5 on forms. Ooh, could be some on a form level 7, perhaps?
They do have Auto Valor. Or, no, it was on, Thresholder.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. So, Double has Auto Valor, VG does not. So that could potentially be an important thing. It's only, like, currently 5 checks, but it could be pretty huge.
Geek, where did you get this video of me? You just sent me a video of me eating like a crazy person at an In-N-Out. Finishing plus, there it is. At the top of the world it never was. Oh! Double! Double's got his third proof!
Oh!
It's just missions like it always is. When it's a fake... Alright.
Huge.
That's actually incredible. That's unhinted. Right? Yeah, there's no hint point for that. That's...
Yeah, so...
Oh, Double still has to climb, though. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, VG still has some buffer.
Yes.
VG can still make the play to LOD. I don't think he sent the magnet.
He probably hasn't been keeping count like Double has.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed Double was keeping count and knew the exact amounts for that. That's so cool.
It's so rough to first, like, race at, like, such an important race as this. Like, you're in losers in top 8. Like, that's pretty stressful.
Yeah.
And to remember such, like, a small detail like that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I can't keep track of that, dude. Maybe when I was younger, or if I'm like at work and like I should be like doing work, but I'm like streaming instead. Maybe. VG did synth the magnet. He put a bunch of stuff on his thing. Because that's just what he does.
All right.
I don't think he's actually synthed anything, has he?
PR.
Okay.
Okay. So it depends on how far he pushes in here, because he could easily just go and do LOD. Like, do the town, then go do LOD. But this play does make sense. Like, it makes so much sense. PR, pretty dense world.
Okay.
And you have Thundar and Blizzara. Like, it makes total sense.
Okay, so VG was also able to send that magnet. Yeah, I see Magnera there now. You see, it's hard to tell what's going on when you just dump all your stuff into the tracker when you don't actually have it.
Yeah.
Thanks. I do appreciate this more than some other races I've commentated, where it's just the layouts of the worlds is completely different on one tracker.
Oh, yeah.
That's an actual nightmare.
DA had, like, they switched around the worlds from Red Buddha's tracker, or, like, the base of it. So it's very disorienting when you try.
I 100% get why they did that as one of the options.
Yeah, no, more options are always better.
Wale Town got hinted.
Yeah.
18 points. No reports there, so that's 2 9s.
Yeah.
Also, Wisdom Form.
Having Wisdom Form might be huge, because VG knows that there's a guaranteed 5-1 form, so he could potentially leave and go do LOD to level up Wisdom Form.
That's true. He did get Reflaya, that's pretty good too. Yeah. Double leaving, stopping a synth, or buy some stuff. Okay, yeah.
Synthing another magnet. No, he needs the Torn Pages. He needs that fire.
Well, you do have the Magnera now. You could go back to Beast Castle. Oh, he has the Beast Claw. Never mind, he can't do that.
Okay,
that's unfortunate.
He equipped the drive converters. He's gonna level up forms here. It makes sense.
Yeah. Beast Castle has skill and crossbones, according to that hint.
Hey, it's not over until it's over. Like, VG could definitely do the 1 minute fight and then go, you know what? I'm gonna do LOD.
Yeah. You think about things when you play this game, and sometimes you second guess yourself and saying, well, would it be better if I did this and only shotgun this and maybe covered all my bases? Or now that I think about it, my opponent might do something that I might not do by doing this over here. Do I go do that? Or do I just listen to my gut and ignore the things I just don't want to do?
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of different ways you can play this game on a competitive level. Some of them work. Honestly, all of them work. It's just sometimes they don't in that instance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. KH2 Randomizer is very unique in the sense that it isn't necessarily logic driven. Like, there is logic, especially with the hint systems, but you could do anything. Like, there's nothing stopping you outside of your skill.
Ooh.
Which is very strange in a randomizer like racing. I wouldn't say strange. Strange is the wrong word. It's unique.
Yeah, it's a different balance in comparison than most randomizers that came before, which were logic driven.
Mm-hmm. Like Only to the Past, FF4, like stuff like that, where you can't do things without keys to unlock stuff. Where we do have visit locking, so it does make more, like, there is logic for sure, but it's, I mean, like, you could do the world never was with nothing. Mm-hmm. There's only probably like a few people in the world that could do it. Theoretically.
I'm one of them.
Yep, Vulcan's one of them.
Cold Tool is the other, I guess. The people that made the Brady Games guide, they can do it.
Oh, no, they need
is all they need.
Yeah. Once more. All right.
Okay.
Once more tells you that you can live Shawnee's attack. Makes sense. Totally.
Yeah. Jared's desperate. He's trying to send those vibes to VG.
Yeah. I'm knocking on his door as we speak. I'm his door dasher.
Frost Gem. You can use that to make magnets. You can use magnets in LOD. Hey.
That checks out.
Yo.
Magic boost? You need magic to use magnets? Which pushes you to LOD?
Oh.
Yeah. For sure, Raisin. Like, he could easily kill Barbosa here and then just go, alright.
Barbosa shot him with a gun? The Chinese invented gunpowder? LOD?
Imagine, like, that's your actual thought process. Like,
I've solved this seed.
Alright, what's VG gonna do now?
He doesn't have skill in crossbows.
Oh my god!
This is a race, folks!
This is so insane.
Does he do mission 3 first?
Okay, so Double still needs to kill Xemnas 1.
So you go into Wisdom, you want to level Wisdom, you're getting more kills on missions 1 and 2 versus mission 3 though. So
but
you might
get
do
the
mission
check first. Okay, yeah, mission 1.
But the issue with mission 3 is if you have battle rando music only on, it resets the song, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Which is why I always do them in order. Okay, Ice Cream, turn around and rush. No, he knows it's 2 9s. No, he knows.
Yeah.
I like the thing.
So yeah, he's got the 2 checks. It would be more optimal to do the 3rd fight here now. Because you just get a check for doing it. Yep. Okay.
Oh. Okay. This is is where I joke about this. Is like, man, it's not gonna matter. This is where it matters, man. It really matters here that you do mission 3 as quick as possible.
All right, Double getting building skip. Double is still behind on loadless, so there's a 20-second buffer.
Yes, and VG has better stats by a good mile. He's gonna blow through some of these fights. On the other hand, Double has explosion. I don't think that might matter as much, but...
And VG doesn't have a finishing plus, right?
VG just revert and run. Unless he might be saving his drive, I guess. They both got the finishing plus at the top of the tower.
Okay. Alright. So, Double's entering it first.
Oh my goodness. He's right there.
This is so close.
Oh my goodness. I don't like this. This is yeah. Oh boy.
Double didn't pick it up? Oh no.
Did he not get the lucky chest? It was literally
always
the
gotta
lucky
get the
chest.
lucky chest.
This is why you pick up the lucky chest.
That can matter so much.
Explosion matter for armored? Armored 2? Yeah, they can probably finals. Yeah. Double miss a finishing plus, yeah, on the way up the tower.
Yeah, losing to that would just feel so bad. But
this is one of those races, like, those one-off checks matter. You know? Do you not loot this chest, or do you loot these chests before you do mission 3, or Like, the fact that those could be the decision maker of this is insane.
Yeah, you usually don't see that. Progression points syncing up. They're both 3 out of 6.
Okay. It would probably, especially, it would feel bad for Double, especially with him having that
crash.
That unfortunate crash earlier, too.
Yeah.
Well, VG getting the frame perfect. RC at the 10 seconds.
So Double looks behind, but he is actually ahead by like 13 seconds. VG opting to use Master Form Thunder here makes sense. Master Form Magnet hits so many times on the core that it pretty much phases it.
Yeah.
Yep, just immediately phasing it.
So you can go into the next phase of that by either hits or damage.
Yeah, health gate or just amounts of like stun.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised Double isn't using Final Form here. So yeah, Double stun needs to kill the second phase. Yeah, it destroys it.
Yeah. Final glide, if you know that timing, with that strength is insane.
Yeah.
Especially when finals up to level 5. You got some form boosts.
Doing this strat makes sense. You don't need a Fidget Plus to do this. Yeah, it just melted.
Yeah, just destroyed.
Yeah. It's still not over. But VG is in the lead.
Yep. Double also busting out the glides. But yeah, that's the classic Dragon Blast play. You just go into final, you sit on him, and you use fire. You get in his chair, you knock him out, and that's now your chair, and it's on fire.
So yeah, that magic stat, a double, so scary. Okay, so VG entered Armored 2 at 144. Loadless. So Double entering it at 57. He's behind by like 10 seconds. That's still like messing up on Final Zemnis, or just getting unlucky on Final Zemnis, depending on your strat.
Okay, with VG's insane magic stat, yeah, you just reflect Thunder Guard Break. That just I don't think the explosion is honestly going to factor into that either for Armored 2.
The stats are the big thing here. Like Double's not playing bad at all. Like he's playing pretty much as optimal as he can be.
Yeah.
I mean, like you could always play more optimally. Just that's like, yeah. But he's playing well, for sure. Yeah, and VG just destroying it.
Casually taking a sip as Zemnis dies of his ether.
Yeah, ether buffering here makes sense.
Zemnis is so mad he's getting out of the chair.
Old man getting off the porch.
He's sitting up. He's in his gamer stance, which is just floating now.
So yeah, VG pretty excellently here, hitting the reflex on all the clones that have health bars. Immediately pushing him to laser phase. With his magic stat, this makes whole sense. Hitting that reflect there, it just all checks out. Premitting the Trinity.
He's got Reflega too.
Yeah.
That's also a benefit of... Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That's...
Alright.
Loadless is about 2 second difference. It's... Oh no, that's Loadless is over there 8 seconds. I forgot it's the top. But holy crap. Excuse my language, but wowzers.
Wowzer.
Wowzers. GG's the VG.
Yeah, that was an insane race.
Yeah.
That
was a nail biter.
Yeah. Like, even that Double loss, I would still be proud of my performance. Just, like, going up against VG and just getting here is really impressive. And Double did that very cleanly. He pushed his RV so you could throw again.
Yeah, that was great.
40 seconds.
This was mega close.
Yeah, that crash. I want to time that crash.
You're the one in the league. I'll leave that to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that crash was interesting.
But GG's to both racers.
Yeah, they both played so well.
Both, yeah, ended with the same progression points. Different routing in some areas, so we did get some variety. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say.
Yeah.
Yep, based off... Unless they need to time something or whatever, I'm not going to say anything about that, but with the assumption that this is... VG's got that check mark, he'd be moving on to face the winner of Corey versus Roro Maniac.
Yep.
Roro Maniac and Shaq. Are there any maniacs in chat for Roro?
Yeah. Any
Speak
maniacers?
up. Any crazy maniacs? That's going to be happening. That one's unfortunately not going to be restreamed, but that will be on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever the EDT is, I forget. But you can catch that there.
Yep.
Any last words, Jared?
Yeah. Both the streamers will be streaming that, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, they're
you
both
can still watch
streaming,
it, but just
yeah.
not here.
Corey SG9, and then obviously Roto Maniac 8 right there.
Yep.
Go check them both out. They're great runners.
Oh yeah, and every runner here has done so well to get here. Corey is pretty you've seen that name before if you look in the league, but Roro is pretty new to the league, so it's pretty impressive to see him getting here.
Yeah, I always love seeing new people in the top 8.
It's also pretty interesting to have these two titans Double and VG, which are pretty they've been community for a while, and then Corey and Roro showed up a bit later, so
yeah,
it's really interesting. But yeah, that race is gonna be hype. We still got so much league. We got them. We got whoever won this one versus whoever wins the next one, and then Ragnoth. And then whoever beats Ragnoth gets the...
Yes. Stay tuned to League Chat for when all those races are going to be scheduled for the future. But for now, it was a pleasure commentating with you, Jared.
Yeah, it's a pleasure commentating with you too, Bolton.
And see you all next time.
Yep. Oh yeah, shout out to Geek for your streaming.
Nah.